Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carey. Appreciate you stopping by today, as I always do. Carey, this is my channel. I'm a dating coach, a matchmaker, just in case you're new here. It's a quick tip today. I'm going to be very brief as I try to be during quick tips. Not always successful. I had a really long quick tip last week. I felt guilty about it, honestly. Online dating situation. Something came up with a coaching client last week, and I thought I would share it with you today. It's really just one thing that I want you to be aware of on your dating profile to avoid attracting any of the wrong people. If that sounds at all intriguing, stick around. That's our quick tip today. I really suggest that you do your due diligence and check out your own social media presence by Googling your name, first of all. I just think it's interesting and it's good to know and be aware and maybe take some precautions and remove yourself from any place you don't want to be showing up on the internet. I just think it's a good practice to know what information, private information about you is on the internet. Now, one place you do have control is in your dating profile. And I had a client this past month. We spoke recently. She had her profile up and running. She added another picture that I did not okay when we did her dating profile optimization. And it happened to be out in front of her office, which was a recognizable building. So I pointed out that people know where she works. They've got her first name, they've got the place that she works. She was standing in front of her car. You could not see the make or model or license plate, but enough information that maybe it was findable in a parking lot if you wanted to go meet her in person. Not everybody has great intentions. Most people, of course, are not going to take advantage of that information. But I'm trying to keep people from putting anything out there in their dating profiles that is Googleable, that people can look up, find your last name, and see who you are, where you work. You know, your LinkedIn profile perhaps would be accessible to them if they had a certain amount of information. I'm always so surprised when I share a little bit of information about my client with the candidate that I've chosen to match them with. Right before the date, a couple days ahead of time, I sent each of them some details about the other. This is important because the dates that I set up are blind dates and they obviously don't know one another, have no information. So right beforehand, I'll send them a brief description, maybe mention what do they do for work. If I think that's Googleable, I'll back off a little bit and instead maybe what sector of business they're in, or medicine or law or tech, whatever, something like that, food. I'll then just share some of their interests and some of the fine qualities that made me want to introduce these two people. And I've spoken with other matchmakers as well who have pointed out that this is leading some very awesome Googlers, I would imagine, to be able to locate and Google our clients and find out who they're meeting prior to this blind date. So if they're doing this, I certainly wanted to make sure my client was removing that picture of her workplace. And it could just be something as simple as she's supposed to meet somebody for a date. He goes and Googles her, sees a bunch more pictures, realizes maybe she's not his type, and cancels the date. Well, maybe they would have been a great match had they met in person because she's not really photogenic. He missed out on meeting somebody cool. And just to avoid all of that, and also to be safe and protect ourselves, I wanted to point out to go and look through your dating profile pictures. Make sure there is nothing that would identify information about your private life. Whether it's where your kid went to school, the graduation photos coming up this time of year, you at work with a sign or a banner behind you. I've seen that before. People wearing a shirt that says the name of their company. Look through those photos and make sure that if you're choosing to be anonymous online until you meet somebody, which is my suggestion, that you truly are anonymous. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, give the episode a thumbs up and then subscribe and hit that ring bell while you're there. Then you are, gosh, it's always a mouthful. Then you're notified every time a new video goes live. I will look forward to seeing you soon. So do that. And until next time, have a good one.